Okay, then start. Hello everyone and welcome. Behind every great cup of coffee stands a dedicated team. A farmer, a roaster, and a barista. Today, I invite you to step into the story and become part of our team in the most important part, quality control. Our story starts at origin, in Colombia, at Cafe Granja La Esperanza, where Rigo Herrera and his team manually pick up the cherries at 80% bricks in order to have a controlled fermentation conditions. This Gaisha variety grows between 700 and 2,000 meters in Valle de Cauca at Serra Azul Estate. And this coffee has been processed by using the honey method, which will highlight the fruity character of the coffee. Next stop is at the roastery, where this coffee has been roasted 5 days ago on an air roaster. And the airflow has been increased gradually in order to have a better control over the mild reaction, giving us more sweetness without muting the fruity character of the coffee. It has 13% development, which gives us clarity and a balanced acidity. Now it's my time as a barista to honor the work that came before me. And for this, I have designed a new approach for the traditional Ibrik brewing method. But first, let's grind the coffee. After many trials, I found that for this coffee, 800 RPMs and around 200 microns will help me increase the structure of tactile and the balance from hot to warm. Now, let's get started. For my new recipe, I'm using these dosing funnels because during the shaking process, they are free floating fines that find their way into the pores of the bigger particles. This way, as you can see on the photo made under a microscope, we are creating more round particles. And with this technique, we allow the water to wet the grounds much more faster, resulting in a more uniform extraction. Now please note, for my recipe, I'm using 9 grams of coffee and 70 milliliters of water at 100 TDS, made with Apax Lab, by using a blend of lilac and jam in order to bring out the juicy texture. The brewing time will be between 2 minutes and 2 minutes and a half. And I'm starting with medium heat for the first minute in order to give clarity into the drink. And after that, I'll increase the burner power to avoid any bitterness, but mostly to highlight the complexity of this hybrid honey. And this coffee has been processed by using a seal and open air fermentation. First, the cherries were put in tanks and let them to ferment in open air for 14 hours. After that, they closed the tanks for another 18 hours and let them to ferment again for the fruity character. Then, the cherries are depulped and let them to ferment in mucilage for a richer and more complex aroma. Next step, they put it in mechanical dryers and let them to dry for 5 days at 38 degrees Celsius. And judges, all this process will give us all the floral notes which you'll taste in your cup as violet flowers. Now please note, in flavor, you'll find cherries, violet flowers, and milk chocolate when it's hot. When warm, you'll get pomelo, and melon. Sweetness is medium in intensity, bitterness is medium to low, acidity is medium. In the aftertaste, you'll get long and pleasant cherry and milk chocolate. Weight is medium with a juicy texture and long, clean finish. Now, this one is for you. Enjoy. And this one is for you. Please, let it 3 minutes to cool down. And because these cups are wider, it will dissipate the heat faster and give us more complexity. When you are evaluating, please put your fingers on the silicone sleeve and drink from the thicker side of the cup. Yeah? Okay. Thank you. When you are evaluating hot, please take at least 2 sips and 3 sips when it's warm. Now, while I was still waiting to cool down, let's start the celebration of our teamwork with a signature drink as my personal interpretation on how the farmers process this coffee. So, in the first jar, I have had 20 grams of coffee pulp with 40 grams of strawberries and 50 grams of sugar that I let them to ferment in open air, then seal the jar for 18 hours, just like in the second stage of processing. And together with my coffee, it will give us a new note of raspberry. From this infusion, I will add later on 15 milliliters in each drink. Next ingredient. In this bag I have sealed, in a sous vide, 40 grams of red apple with 20 grams of Peruvian violet corn with 100 milliliters of water at 38 degrees Celsius for 14 hours, just like in the drying stage. And together with my coffee, it will give us a new note of sour cherry. From this mixture, I'm going to add later on 15 milliliters in each drink. Now, let's grind the coffee. Please wait 3 minutes until it's cooled down, yeah? Good. Now, please write down the recipe for the signature. And I am using 20 grams of coffee with 80 milliliters of water. Judges, now you can start to evaluate the traditional Ibrik as it's hot. Thank you. Thank you. if you have finished the evaluation, the Ibriks that I'm using, they are from borosilicate glass because they heat slowly but evenly, giving us more control and better clarity into the cup. Now I'm using bigger Ibriks in order to have more control over the extraction, and all this coffee is going to be filtered to V60s with abaca fiber filters, because this is the fastest way of extraction without getting any bitterness, but most important, no clogging. The result, it will be a clean cup with medium-high body. Great. Judges, you can start to evaluate the traditional Ibrik as it's were. Thank you. Now, let's mix all the ingredients together in this blender in order to have a smooth and creamy mouthfeel by incorporating air into the drink. Now, please note, in the flavor, you'll find notes of raspberry, followed by blueberry yogurt, sour cherry, and Belgian chocolate. In the aftertaste, you'll get long and pleasant chocolate cherry and melted vanilla ice cream. So, this one is for you. Let me help you. Thank you. And this one is for you. Enjoy. Please drink from the thicker side of the cup. Yeah? Thank you. Judges, the coffee that I've served today is not just mine. It belongs to the roaster who grow it, farmer who redefine it, and to everyone else that believe that the best coffee is not made alone, but together, as a team. Thank you very much. Time.